A modern agricultural landscape is a massive network of organized grids, the primary infrastructure supporting national food security and economic stability. Crop production is a rigorous science of engineering land to extract maximum biological and economic efficiency. Welcome to Topic 2 of ASA 0104. In this lecture, we establish the technical foundations of professional plantation management. This bare 1-hectare plot of earth is a mathematical workspace, a blank coordinate system awaiting specific biological instructions. How do agricultural scientists transform this empty geometry into a maximally efficient and sustainable agricultural engine? The process involves optimizing two variables: spatial geometry through cropping patterns and temporal strategy through cropping systems. Finally, we integrate these elements into a functional ecology. Understanding how to manipulate these dimensions of space and time is a core requirement for professional agricultural science. We begin with space. A cropping pattern is the physical geometric arrangement of crops in a particular land area. Designers use these patterns to achieve three objectives: maximizing the interception of solar radiation, minimizing root competition for nutrients and moisture, and ensuring enough operational clearance for machinery. The square pattern is the most used method. By keeping row-to-row and plant-to-plant distances similar, it allows for infraculture operations to be performed in two perpendicular directions. The rectangular pattern follows a similar logic, facilitating movement in two directions, but altering the ratio between the rows to change planting density. In the hexagonal pattern, trees are planted at the corners of equilateral triangles. While it is more difficult to lay out, it accommodates 15% more trees than a standard square grid. In Malaysian plantation management, particularly for oil palm and banana, the standard is the triangular pattern. This grounded perspective illustrates the layout. By connecting the bases of these three plants in the foreground, we can clearly see the geometric triangle they form. In this system, alternate rows are offset. This arrangement provides more open canopy space for each individual tree, while maintaining a high overall density per hectare. This spatial engineering directly supports farm management. Here, the pattern provides the exact clearance needed for a worker to maneuver a long harvesting pole without canopy interference. These cropping patterns solve the spatial challenge, fixing the physical efficiency of the farm before the first crop is ever planted. While patterns manage space, a cropping system focuses on time. It is the strategic management of one or more species over successive seasons or decades. Monocropping is the commercial baseline. It involves planting a single species as a sole crop over a large area, often spanning thousands of hectares. For plantation crops like rubber or oil palm, this system can last 25 to 30 years. The crop is managed until its economic yield declines, followed by a zero-burning replanting cycle. Mixed cropping introduces species diversity into the same space. Two or more species are planted together in a single area or season. This field shows interspecies synergy in action. Notice the young maize stalks growing directly amidst the vibrant green bed of rice. Rotational cropping uses a sequence to manage soil health. First, shallow-rooted maize extracts topsoil nutrients. Second, groundnut plants fix nitrogen to enrich the soil. By the fourth cycle, deep-rooted tapioca reaches deep into the soil to access untouched nutrients. Cash cropping serves as an economic bridge. Major crops like oil palm have a juvenile period of about 3 years before they begin producing yield. During this time, short-term annuals like chilies or vegetables are grown in the interrows. These provide immediate income until the main crop's canopy closes and shades out the interrows. While patterns solve for space, systems solve for time, ensuring the farm remains fertile and profitable across decades. Advanced agricultural science integrates these spatial and temporal systems into holistic, sustainable ecologies. Integrated farming creates a closed-loop system by combining crop cultivation with livestock and aquaculture. We can trace this resource pathway. Manure from livestock is processed in a biodigester, creating effluent that is then used to irrigate and fertilize the crops. Organic farming prioritizes biological pest control and compost over chemical interventions. This approach prevents the chemical runoff, often responsible for algal blooms in conventional farming. High levels of organic matter act as a biological glue. This anchors the soil to prevent erosion and significantly increases its water-holding capacity. Agroforestry takes this a step further by interplanting commercial food and industrial crops with forest species. This durian-based system is a multi-layered ecosystem. Tall fruit trees form the upper canopy, while smaller commercial plants thrive in the protected environment beneath them. These advanced systems represent the current peak of agricultural engineering, a self-sustaining, productive ecosystem. To summarize, cropping patterns solve the geometric challenges of space, while cropping systems solve the temporal and ecological challenges of time. Professional agriculture requires the constant balancing of biological limits, climate variables, and economic goals. These principles are the foundational tools for the agricultural sciences you will master here at UPM. Thank you for your attention. This concludes our introduction to crop production.